Hello, everyone, and good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's a weekend. How are you doing, guys? Hope you're doing well. And we're back again to you. Welcome to the Strength Chat with the trainer Orlando. Here, understand how you can double your strength and feel 10 years younger in your 40s and above. Okay. I'm trainer Orlando. The subject today is I don't know how to exercise to double my strength. Good subject. I don't know how to exercise to double my strength being in your 40s and beyond. So do you know anyone who doesn't know how to exercise? Or do you, when you go to your gym, do you see people when they are not training properly, and you can tell straight away, look, that guy doesn't look, or a woman, a guy, whoever it is, I think they don't know what they are doing. So yeah, so if you more or less know how to exercise, you can spot things like that. You can tell straight away if someone knows what they're doing. Yeah, not everyone knows, but that's why I'm here to help you to have this exchange conversation with you. You can ask me questions if you're not quite sure. But anyway, what's the difference between knowing how to exercise and not knowing how to exercise? How can you spot the difference? Yeah, what does it tell you that person is not doing great on the gym floor? Okay, more or less, let's summarize. Someone who doesn't know how to exercise is someone who doesn't have a training program. Yeah, doesn't know exactly what they are doing. Yeah, and they keep chain exercise over and over again. Yeah, remember, you cannot keep changing all the time as exercise. Your body needs some adaptation. Yeah, so you have to stick to those exercises for a while, and then you can do something about it, but take your time. Yeah, that's how I see when people they don't know how to exercise. Yeah, anyone I think can sport, but you can learn. You can learn, and I'm here to help you to broaden your horizons in terms of training. Okay, but how do you define someone who knows what they are doing on the gym floor? Yeah. For example, like when I see someone who's trained and I say, look, that guy knows what he's doing, it's because he's got a training program. Yeah, he knows more or less, or he knows well the muscles combination, what he's doing, or probably he's got a trainer and he's on that day he's training by himself. He doesn't need a trainer on that day, or that's the way he or she can double the strength. And if you're 10 years younger, that's the way. If you know what you're doing, and then you won't be like change exercise over and over again all the time. So that's important to spot this difference. Yeah, you cannot keep change exercise over and over again. Your body needs some adaptation to that movement, to the exercise. It's all there. Okay, so yeah, I think nowadays people can tell straight away when someone is doing a wrong or right exercise, because you've got loads of information online. Yeah, but you have to be careful when you say a lot of information online, because you can get wrong as well. Okay. What do I observe the most in the gym floor? What do I observe the most in the gym floor when people start training in the gym? What happens when I'm just walking on the gym floor? What do I see? What I see is, as soon as the doors open at 6:30 and people just come in, and what I see is, I see people, they just like try to hit the machine they want to. Yeah, get the that's the one I'm going to do. I'm going to do squats. I'm going to do that lifts. Or I'm going to do exercise for my chest or back. But what I observe is some people they come to the gym not with a training program. This is very important to know what you're going to do. I sometimes stop people and ask, hey, how are you doing today? Up to you back in the gym. What are you doing today? they look at me and I think when they come like I think I know they don't know, or some just say, I don't know. I see what's on the menu today. Okay, or yeah, maybe I will do my chest, maybe I will do my back. That's not how you come to the gym. You need to know before you leave your place, you leave your pad, what are you gonna be training on? Your chest, your back, your shoulders, your legs. It's important. That's written. Yeah, that's written. I know in my head what I'm going to do tomorrow. I know I'll be doing chest tomorrow. Okay, that's if I've got more time for that. That's my second will be tricep, but it depends on my sessions. But for sure, I'm going to hit my chest tomorrow. So I know exactly a day before what I'm going to be doing tomorrow and what exercises I will be doing. Yeah, and how the number of exercise, the number of reps and sets. Yeah, but in my case, it depends on my clients. When I find time, I go for my training. Okay, but you need to understand. You need to make sure what you're gonna do on the gym floor. This is important. Another thing I see when I or observe is they wonder about the gym. They just walk, and I keep like my eyes like that, just following, just to see. Yeah, try to find a machine. So they wonder about the gym, and they oh maybe how will you pick that machine and how you do this, how you do that. So they're not 100% sure what they are going to do. So you have to make sure when you come to the gym floor that these are the exercises I will be doing. This is very important for your training, for you to, if you want to reach your goals, that's how you reach your goals. Because if you're after goals, what are you after when you come to the gym floor? Do you want to get more strength? Do you want to get more endurance? Do you want to get more your body defined? Do you want to lose body weight? Do you want to build up more muscle mass? So got lots of goals. What are you after? Do you want more power in training? Okay, so yeah, you have to make sure about these things, because otherwise you're just like oh, I see the machine in front of me, I'm gonna pick that one, I'm gonna do it, and that's it. And if I find another one, I go for another one. Training is not like that. Okay, we all okay, it's important to be active. Oh, but trainer, I'm doing something, I'm being active. Yeah, you're doing something, but you're not going anywhere with that kind of training. So you have to make sure you've got something structured, something written on your phone, or just like I've got a piece of paper here. Just get a piece of paper and write something, and so that's your training for today. This is important. As I said, so people tend to use the same machine over and over again. Okay, they keep like forcing the body to do something, and your body's talking to you, hey guy, wake up, I'm tired of this exercise, because you're not listening to your body. Yeah, and that's how we say in training, you hit a plateau. Yeah, or a plateau. So what's that when you hit that plateau? It's because your body had enough. Your body had enough. Your body's been telling you, wake up. You give me twice a week the same exercises for. I've been doing this for 3, 4, 5 months, and you never change. So what's going to happen here with your body? Your body is not stop functioning, but you stop like burning less calories. Your strength, you're getting any stronger. Yeah, you will be strong, but you're not getting stronger. Yeah, because your body is well adapted to those exercises. You have to change. You have to do something else. So your body is asking you, hey, listen to your body. That's what you have to do. So you stop like getting stronger, losing body fat. What else you can? Yeah. So you need like you need to differentiate. You need like more a range of exercise. Let's put it this way. Okay. So if you are after losing fat, yeah, and doing the same exercises, your body will stop. Yeah, you'll be losing less and less. Okay, so that's when you hit a plateau. Yeah, that's when you have to change exercise over. Bring something different in to yourself. Yeah. And you be more motivated, believe me. You be more motivated to do the exercises. That's what happens. When you have different exercise, your brain is working, oh, how do I do these exercises? So you have to create different pathways in your memory, muscle memory. So you bring more different muscle memory. Okay. Another thing I see is they sometimes people tend to take like a longer resting times, yeah, than they should. Okay, a minute and a half is okay for resting time. It depends. Well, of course, it depends on your sort of training. Let's put it this way. But if you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, and you have not been training for too long, yeah, a minute and a half. But it depends on you. If you feel too tired, of course, you have to take a little bit longer. But you don't need to take too long, okay? Because you will lose your body's intensity. So what you want in training is intensity in training. Yeah, you cannot stop for too long and talk to your mate. Yeah, because you're gonna lose all that. So you have to keep your body always going through that intense workout, and make sure you take. I've always say this year, you take your muscles to fatigue. What do I mean by that? Take your muscles to fatigue. It's you have to feel when you're doing if you're doing pushes, pull, whatever exercise you're doing, yeah, you have to make sure your muscles you'll be burning towards the end of your 2 last reps. If you don't feel that sensation, that burning sensation, it's not working. You're not getting hypertrophy. Okay, so you have to make sure those 2 last reps, they are going to be painful, in a good way, painful. Yeah, your muscles will be burning. Okay, and another thing you have to do is you have to drink a lot of water. So it's okay. You see how much water drink? It's good because water helps you metabolize your fat, helps you burn more. So accelerates your metabolism. That's what you want, and makes you burn more. But what benefits can you get? Yeah, when doing when exercising. Why is it important to exercise correctly? Is it important? Is it important for you to exercise correctly? For me, it is. Yeah. Why is it important? Because what you after in training? Tell me, what you after in training? It starts with R, results, right? So you want results in training. Don't tell me people come to a gym and they don't want results. Everyone wants, when you sign up to a gym, yeah, usually you have like I don't know, my gym is a 1 year contract. Okay, so you want to, within that year, you want to get results. You're there for results. Yeah, you want to double your strength, and if you're 10 years younger, yeah, like me. Okay, I just look at myself in the screen now. I think my hair is a bit too long, isn't it? Oh my god, I think I need to go for a cut. Anyway, let's stop that. Just look at myself here in the screen. Anyway, so why is it important to exercise correctly? Because your results, you come faster. 100% sure. If you know what you're doing, your results, you come. Believe me, I've been there and I'm still there. I put my clients through and they getting the results. They're all getting the results. They double their strength, and believe me, they tell me, Orlando, I feel 10 years younger. Yeah, that's how I feel. So another thing is you will you be more motivated. Yeah, when you train correctly and you know what you're doing, your motivation will be different, because you look at yourself, you look at your chest, your traps. Hey, I'm getting the results. When you're getting the results, you go for it. You push harder, because and you want to do more intense. Yeah. Again, I've just said above, you need to keep the training intense. If there is no intensity in your training, you're not getting there. Yeah. When I say intensity, is you have to take your muscles to exhaustion. Yeah. Okay. You have to exert. You have last 2 reps. You have to push as much as you can. Okay. So again, you get more results. You feel more motivated. Another thing is what I say here is when you know when you're training, you avoid injuries. Yeah, it's important because even when you, of course, hey, you ask me, trainer, have you picked up any injuries before? Yes, I have. Of course, it happens. Look at footballers, look at rugby players when they play. They have like good stuff behind them. They have like good like that profession to help them, but they pick up injuries. It's part of the job. Okay, it's part of the job. But you're getting healthier. Doesn't matter what. Doesn't matter what. So think about it. Yeah. So if you know if you know what you're doing, yeah, or training smart, you avoid picking up injuries. Okay, so that's why it's important to know what you're doing to avoid injuries. And if you pick up an injury, you can have a long layoff, or maybe not. Okay, but if you have a long layoff, what could happen? Yeah, you lose your confidence, you get demotivated. Yeah, you will. Um, but when you know what you're doing, and you train correctly, you feel more confident. Okay, and your confidence will grow, and you're gonna be more. You're gonna be better ready for your exercises. Yeah, you understand better how to do those ones. Another thing is knowing how to do things correctly. When I say things, your exercises, your technique will look better. If you do an exercise and someone is just passing by and looking, and they stop and look at the woman, look how she's lifting, beautiful technique, look at the back, flat back, she's doing deadlifts, look at that. Yeah, wow, that's amazing. Because sometimes when you see people doing deadlifts, they try to look at the ceiling. Yeah, when they're lifting, if you know what I mean, what a deadlift exercise is. If you don't know, Google deadlift exercise, you see. So they tend to lift a lot the chin and put a lot of pressure in the neck. You don't want that. You don't want that. So you want to have your back, your neck flat, okay, and lift the load. Yeah, light load, whatever load you're lifting. So yeah, so when you know what you're doing, your confidence, you grow, your technique will be better, and people will notice it. Okay. Another thing is when you're training correctly, you're not wasting too much time talking to people. Your resting times will be like proper resting times. You won't be taking too long to go into the next set and so on, or doing your next reps. This is important. You understand. You keep the body intense in training. That's how you train correctly. If you're not doing that, you're missing out on something. But I'm here to broaden your horizon, to help you, to make you understand. You, like me, well, you in the 40s, 50s. I'm in the 50s, late 50s now. Yeah, I'm 59. I feel really proud of my the whole context, if you know, I mean, my body, my training, because, and of course I'm a trainer, I know what I'm doing, but I'm happy because I still have the drive for it. I keep training, and do I get tired? Of course I get tired. Do I sometimes feel like I'm not doing today? Yeah, I'm a human being like you, but you want the results. You want to improve your results. Okay, I've got my results, but I always want to strive for more. Yeah, more results. Okay, again, just quick water. Okay, don't forget to drink your water like I'm doing. I see people on Instagram here. I see people on my YouTube, Facebook. I cannot see it, but okay, just to let you know, guys. I'm streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, and so if you happen not to be here, you can do a catch up. You can watch this live later today. Okay. Going back to the point here, what happens if you don't exercise correctly? What's going to happen? I've just mentioned all of the above before. I've just mentioned, yeah, won't happen to you. Yeah, if you don't exercise correctly, if you don't know what to do on the gym floor, yeah, again, just summarizing quickly, you pick up an injury, you can pick up an injury, yeah, and you can have a long layoff, a short layoff. Hopefully that won't happen to you. Probably you'll be wasting your time and money in the gym floor, yeah, if you don't know how to exercise. Because why I'm saying that, you wasting your time and money, because after a while, and I have seen many times, I've been working for the gym for 12 odd years. I've seen people come and go many times, come and go, because they cannot keep up with it. Because they get demotivated, because they don't know what they're doing the floor. It's so easy, like to sign up to a gym, yeah, and then you start your training, and after a while, because you don't know what you're doing, you just get demotivated and you stop training. But remember, you still have to pay for the whatever your contract is. You have to pay for the remaining months you have to pay. Yeah. So yeah, for me, it would be like waste of money. And nowadays, it's not that easy to make money. So think about it. Yeah. Again, so if you're not doing training correctly, you can get demotivated and you will drop out of the gym. I'm telling you guys, I've seen that many times, and it keeps happening. It keeps happening because people, especially in January, okay, New Year's resolutions, people want to do different things, and that's good, but doesn't always happen. Yeah, they sign up, and then after a while they disappear, and sometimes they come back after like 3 months, but they still paying for the gym. If you ask me about my clients, yeah, I've got a good number of clients training with me, and I've told you before, my youngest, between the number of clients I've got, the youngest one is 41, and the oldest is 63, 64. I've had 175, yeah, but these are the guys I've been training. Age group. I can do anyone. If you're in your 30s, of course I can do it, but probably usually I speak more to people who are in the 40s and beyond. Okay. So yeah, my clients, they come to me. When they come to me, they not all of them, but good number of them, they never trained like this before. Yeah. And what they're after? They're after for someone to guide them to double their strength. And believe me, when I ask, they tell me, I want to feel younger. Yeah. 10 years younger. Yeah. And so, like, I've got this woman, I'm not telling the name. Yeah. But she came to me and told me, I need to lose weight because of this, because of that. And she was kind of well above her body weight and never trained before. And boy, if you see her now, she's strong. She's lost till today, about 12 kilograms. We talk about, I like talking about kilograms because I can understand better, but it's about 2 stones, something like that. So 2 stones is quite a lot, like to lose like 2 stones is a lot. And if you look at her, she never did deadlifts, she never squatted, she never did chest, and she does the bench press. She's doing like a 40 kg, amazing, like about like 7 reps for a woman. It's amazing. I feel proud when I see them. When I see the results coming. She's deadlifting now. Her best is 75 kg. 75 for someone who never did it with good technique. If you follow me, if you follow my social media, you can see like I post like pictures of or videos of these people training, how they do it. And if you look at her technique, it's amazing, especially when she's doing this compound exercise that lifts flat back. But the thing is, she wants to get the result, and she's getting there, and she's so happy. She's training 3 times with me, 3 times a week, and she comes like twice for aerobic training, yeah, cardiovascular training. So she's doing 5 times. You can say to me, trainer, I haven't got the time. Listen, I don't believe it. When someone says to me, I haven't got the time for training, I don't buy into that. I don't believe it. Everyone is busy nowadays, but believe me, the gym opens its doors 5:30 in the morning, and they shut, if I'm not wrong, I'm not there till 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. Yeah. So you've got plenty of time. I know that you've got like 24, no, those gyms, they are open for 24 hours, So no excuses. If you don't tell me you don't have time for training, okay? But what I speak to people is sometimes when they say, I don't have time for training, and they say, do you have time to come down to a pub and have a pint? Of course, I like my pint. Everyone, you can make some time to do that. You've got time for training. Don't wait for things to happen to your body and come rushing. You'll be more expensive for you, believe me. Medications and other things. So just go and do it. Smash it out. Do it. Okay? And I'm here to help you. You can anytime send me just go and just write something to me if you're not sure about this exercise or that, or just go to my social media and watch it for free there. Okay? So talking about this woman, she's doing great now, and she never exercised before. Now she's doing amazingly well. Another guy I had, and I'm not naming his name here, is about like a 63, 64 years old. She's something like that. He's never trained before, and he hasn't been long with me, and now he's deadlifting. And he told me, because his wife likes and she does weight training, and of course he wants to do be heavier than the wife, he's told me. So that's amazing. Because the wife deadlifts and do squats be heavy, and it's not he cannot do it. It's because when you don't know how to do those exercises, if you've never done those before, you need some adaptation to their movement, to the exercise. It's not like that. Tomorrow you're going to be lifting. Yeah. Important here is to understand the movement, the exercise movement, and then you adapt it to this exercise. And then after a while, you can change exercises. Okay. But you have to understand, okay, when you know your body is reaching that sort of plateau, that's when you have to change exercises. Yeah. You have to bring different training program. Okay, so these clients, they have been doing amazing. Basically, I'm proud of my clients. All my clients, I'm a kind of guy, I push, I don't care. That hour is hours. You pay me. That's my job. I want to bring you the results. You help me, help you. I cannot control you outside about your diet. That's why I tell my clients, but I always say, hey, how's your diet? Make sure you come here. Remember, your weight training and your diet and your sleep, they walk along together. You've got these 3 pillars: sleep, weight training, and diet. They have to work along together, okay? To get the results and feel healthier, avoid chronic diseases, okay? That's the idea. Also, I'd like to quickly, if you have been following me before in my lives, I've spoken about this lady who is nowadays 75 years old, and she had problems. Yeah, she was overweight, 70 years old, 5 years ago when she started training. That's when the doctor told the lady, you have to do something about it, because you're too fatigued, you've got arthritis, painful there in the joints. She was demotivated for life, but happens to be her daughter is a trainer and a nutritionist. And she said, Mom, I'm going to help you. You're going to put it back on track. What's happened after 5 years? I'm going to actually, I'm just going to get the link now. And I'm going to copy this link. I'm going to pop here on my, you guys watching me in Instagram, you won't get this link because I cannot do it right now because of my software. But there will be going to my YouTube and Facebook. But later, you get it in Instagram because I'm gonna post this live, and you post this. Also, I'm gonna put where you have a description of my links there. I'm gonna post this link there. So this woman, summarizing, the doctor helped her to lose weight, and she got there. She lost, I don't know, maybe 20, 25 kilograms, something like that. We talk about 3, maybe like 4 stones. It's quite a lot. If you look at this link, I'm going to post there. She's post pictures 5 years ago when she was 7, when she started training, and after 5 years, she looks amazing. She's even, if you look, she hasn't got like the bingo wings she had before. So the fat's gone, and she looks like a stronger, better body, firmer. And there's a picture, she's lifting her daughter up like that, like a baby. See how strong she is. She's doubled her strength. And she's more than 10 years younger. I can tell you, like 20, 30 years younger. She's more alive nowadays. Okay, that's what you have to think about it. Like, anyone can, it doesn't matter. Usually I speak to people from, like, if you're in their 40s and above here. Doesn't matter what age you are, yeah, you can start to learn how to exercise. Yeah, doesn't matter. My father, unfortunately, started learning exercise too late, yeah. When he was like maybe like a 60, it was a bit late because he had problems, yeah. It was a bit too late for him, but he did for some time, and he got stronger. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is how important, doesn't matter what age you are right now. I'm speaking to you guys. You can start now. You can start tomorrow, yeah? But don't delay it, because things can happen. You don't want things to happen to you, okay? So anyone can exercise. If you're not sure, just get someone, go to my social media. I've got there loads of exercise for you. It's for free. You don't pay anything. Just go and enjoy it. Yeah, you don't even need to subscribe to my social media. Just go there and watch, and you can mimic in the gym if you're not sure how to do these exercises. But talk about this lady, I just pop the link now. Let me put the link there. Yeah, it says a 75-year-old woman, lost 60 pounds. Yeah. So I'm just popping to my Instagram, I say Instagram again, to my YouTube and my Facebook, and it's there now, the link. Have a read. You're going to enjoy it. That then will motivate you, because it motivated me to see someone at 70, overweight, and after 5 years. Look at her now. Amazing, amazing. Okay. Um, let me just drink some water. You know, sometimes I see people exercising the wrong way. Why does it happen? Um, I've got some theories here. It's because sometimes clients send to me like videos of people exercising in the gyms. You know, you must have got before those people doing exercise and you stop and you think, is it really? Are you doing that? Is that how you exercise? You know, those funny videos? Yeah. And they what do they do with the machines? You won't believe it. That's why I see sometimes in the gym, believe me, because what happens is you go to YouTube to people, they say they are professionals, but they are not fitness professionals, and they tell you do this, do like this, do like that. And so basically what happens is you're just mimicking, yeah, those movements, but actually you don't know what you're doing. You don't know if that's right for you, if that's for the right muscle. Are you want to do an exercise for your chest, let's say for your middle back. You're doing the exercise. Do you think you're really stressing that middle back? Are you doing the right exercise? Are you 100% sure about it? Okay. I can tell you straight away when you do an exercise what muscles you're hitting, and if you're doing correctly, and if you're using a good technique. If you don't have a good technique, forget it. Okay, you're gonna hurt yourself, because if you're doing a standing exercise, suppose you're doing lat raises, you're going like that. You see people in the gym doing like this, because they say in the gym is the heavier the better. It's not true. Okay, they go. Yeah, they go using the lower back. What's gonna happen is maybe one day your lower back, you say, I've had enough. You're gonna do your back in. Yeah. Being in the gym for 12 years, I have witnessed accidents happening there. Okay, because of like people bring different movements into the gym. They follow these guys, and it's wrong. Okay, as I'm saying, I post almost every day exercise, not all exercise, but all the stuff as well. You just go and watch my exercises, and you can mimic with safety. Yeah. So that's how people do it. Another thing is sometimes you're doing an exercise, and that exercise is not appropriate for your goals or for your age. You have to remember, you're not in your 20s, yeah? And usually when these guys, they pick up an injury, they recover faster than you, yeah? Because you're in your 40s, in your 50s. So you have to be careful. And you have to make sure if the exercise is good for you, yeah? Could it be good more ahead? But you need to understand the movement. You have to start with different exercise, easier exercises, yeah, for the body, for the adaptation, for the muscle memory, and then you jump up to something else. So be careful, yeah. How can you start exercising with more confidence? Me, trainer Orlando. I'm confident when I'm exercising because I know I'm doing. I know the movements I'm doing. I know how to position myself on the gym floor when I'm standing. I know Orlando trainer needs to bend the knees slightly standing. Yeah. If I'm doing stand exercise, lock the knees, contract the core, suck the core in, lift the chest. Okay. And people look at you, look at that guy. Good. But presentation, let's put it this way. Good. He's standing, he knows what he's doing. Okay. Yeah, some tips for you what you can do, like this is one of the tips. If you're doing a stand exercise, you contract your core, yeah, but start breathing. Don't stop, don't hold it, keep breathing, okay. Breathing, yeah. It's a bit complicated to explain breathing, but it comes with the time, because when you're doing an exercise, you adapting to their movement, and the trainer is telling you, be careful with elbows, be careful with this, and breathing is all mixed up. But with the time in training, the breathing will come naturally. Okay, you won't think about your breathing because there will be natural. Okay. Uh, for instance, if you only doing once a week, if you're training once a week, what can you do in terms of training? Like if I were you and doing once a week, I would do total body workout. Yeah, total. Yeah, top to toes. Yeah. So I do my chest, a little bit of everything. My chest, my back, my traps, my biceps, my tries, a bit of core, okay, and legs, lower body, because you're only doing once a week, okay. But if you have more time, if you can come twice to the gym floor, you can do just upper body, yeah, your upper body, work all that up, and then second day you do lower body, okay. So you split your training. It's a bit smarter if you have time. But again, you can do, if you come twice, you can do the whole body again, but not follow the, give some time, give like a 2 days resting, or maybe 3 days. 3 days would be better because you give more time for your fibers to recuperate, to recover, okay. That's what you have to do. You need, like me, but trainer, you do every day. You train every day. Yes, I do train every day, but I know I'm doing. I'm not doing. I've told you earlier today. I'm doing chest tomorrow, but I'm not doing chest on Tuesday. I'll be resting my chest. My fibers will be resting. Will regenerate to be stronger. So I'll be doing something else. Could it be back? Could it be chest? Could it biceps, tries, whatever. Usually on Tuesday, I do legs. I squat. Yeah, I do more legs. Yeah. So yeah, I know what I'm doing, and I know I'm not training back to back the same exercise. Don't train back to back the same exercise. You never reach your goals. Yeah, because you keep stressing the same muscle day after day after day. Yeah, you have to stress your muscles, but not in this situation. You need give some rest between 2-3 days. Okay, so again, if you just come to the gym once a week, the whole body, okay, because you don't have more time. If you have more time, you can do Monday and then rest for like 2-3 days and do the semi training total body, okay. You can also do like we call I split a routine. If you come to ice, you separate some muscle groups. For instance, just chest, back. You can work with your front and back, chest and back, and then you can do your arms, that's a kind of split routine. And next time you come, you can do your legs. You do your legs. You can do your shoulders. You can work your shoulders and your legs, or legs, your shoulders. So that's a split routine. Okay. So really depends on your goals. And in training, it depends how many days you come into to have an idea what we're going to be doing in terms of your training. But you need to make sure it's important to have frequency in training. Okay. If you don't have frequency, if you come this week for training and next week you don't come, what's going to happen? You're losing. And if you're in the 40s and beyond, you're losing much more to someone who's in the 30s and 20s. You're losing what? Tell me. You're losing muscle mass. You cannot afford losing muscle mass because that will compromise your posture. Yeah, you'll be walking like that. That will compromise many things. Yeah, in your training. So you're losing your benefits. The benefits you've gained, you're losing. So you need. I really don't like when a client miss a session. I don't like it because if they come once a week, and I've got clients doing once a week, so it's gonna take like 2 weeks till they come to me again, and they're gonna be even more sore when you do the exercise. So training is frequency, intensity. Remember that. If you don't have that, forget it. Another thing you can do to make your training more spicy is after a while doing those exercises, you mix it up, you do different exercises, you change, you have to bring different exercises to your body. Okay, as I said to you, if you keep doing the same exercises, plateau, and then you're losing strength, not burning as much as. Okay, another thing you can do here is like to change the number of sets in training. If you're a beginner, maybe 2 sets. Yeah, maybe 2 sets. Okay, yeah. But then after a while, you can change your sets, and also you can change your reps. Yeah, and weights. So you've got different factors you can play with when you do in training. Okay, how are you doing, guys? Anything to ask? So basically, these are some tips I'm just telling you to help your training. And I see some people they have been coming to my lives, which is good, because of course a little bit it's good to learn a little bit from here, from there, you know. So, and anytime you can ask me, just write back to me, you know. I'll be back to you. Some exercise you could do quickly, just to finish off the life, my God, the life. So compound exercise. What are they? Compound exercise are exercise you use multiple joints, yeah, different muscle groups, yeah. For instance, if you don't have much time for training, if you have only half an hour, you're busy at the office, and say, I only have half an hour, do compound exercise. It's very great. It's great because it's gonna be intense for half an hour because you don't have much time. You're gonna put more intensity, you're gonna be burning more, you're gonna be accelerating your metabolism, and that is gonna make you burn, and that's what you after, lose weight. Yeah, compound exercise. What are they? Squats. Yeah, I showed you yesterday when I did a live. I showed you can do goblet squats, holding like this. Yeah, and you squat, and also you can hold the dumbbell down here, close to your legs. Yeah, if you cannot hold like this. Yeah. And then you can do the normal squats if you know how to squat. If you're good with squats, if you know how to put a barbell across your back. Remember, look at my elbows. Yeah, elbows, they have to be tucked inside. When you squat, do not do this with the elbows. Do not lift your elbows. Why? Because your middle back will be like that. Yeah. So when you squat, you want to have your elbows close, like I am now. You see, and hold the barbell like this. Yeah. So do not try to squat like this. Look, my elbows. Because when you squat, your back will be rounding like a little bit like a mountain. Yeah. You don't want that. Yeah. Resembling a mount, if you know what I mean. And you can lose your balance. If you lose your balance, you fall over. Yeah. So if you're not sure how to do squats with a barbell, go to my social media. There is an exercise there for you. Okay. Another good thing, so deadlifts, you can do it. You can do squats. I told you. You can do like forward lunges with shoulders, forward lunges with biceps, yeah, forward lunges with lat raises, backward lunges with front raise, shoulder presses. If you've got good combination, you can bring all this compound exercise and do it. Also, you can squat and biceps, squat and biceps, just body squats. Yeah. What more? Yeah, this. Look, this. Water. This is important in training. If you ask me, hey, what about if I have a pre-workout drink? I don't recommend to my clients. Nothing against, but I do recommend water. Yeah, drink water, because water will accelerate your metabolism and you'll be burning more. Okay. Anything else I could remember here? Basically, yeah, water. Yeah, that's the thing. Some people like drinking coffee. Nothing against. I drink my coffee in the morning before I leave home. Yeah, I drink like 2 cups of coffee because I do my intermittent fasting. Yeah, that's my diet. But you do coffee before training. I don't know, it dehydrates you. You don't need that. You have to drink a lot of water. That's more important. Okay, guys. Basically, that's it for today. And I wish you a good Sunday. Today's Sunday. I promise you, I think next time I'm going to have my haircut. I need to get cut that. And God bless you. Have a lovely Sunday. And see you soon. Bye.